Hi y'all, this is So Blessed. Welcome to the Blessed Place. How y'all doing? Earlier today, I was out and about and I was in my truck and I was just thinking about relationships and I thought about sometimes when we're in a relationship, um, there are things in our relationship that we wish to change, areas of frustration in our relationship. And now I'm not talking about these deep seated problems that's going to take Jesus, counseling, and two willing partners. I'm talking about those kind of everyday frustrations or complaints that we have about our mate. And I thought about a lot of times we have those complaints about our mates. If you take both people in the relationship, both will say, I do this because she does this. And she'll say, I do this because he does that. And I term that like a circular problem. So, quite often in our relationships, we have circular problems that if one person would get off what I call, that wheel, that circular wheel. Y'all know these little, what's those little, what's those little mouse looking things? I had it on the tip of my tongue, but you know how they get on those wheels and they spin and they spin, and just seem like they can't get off. And quite often that's how it is in a relationship. It's like you're both spinning, and you can't get off. But one person got to get off the wheel and stop the circular motion. And I just think, okay, for instance, we're going to take just something small. You wish he would dump the trash without you having to ask him to dump the trash. Okay, he dumps the trash, but when he does, you complain that about time you dump the trash without me asking you. So then the next time he say, I can't do nothing right, so I'm not dumping the trash. And then you say, well, since he didn't dump the trash without me asking, then I'm not going to wash his clothes. And he said, well, the reason I don't dump the trash is because she's unappreciative and because she don't wash my clothes. And you say, well, I don't wash his clothes because he doesn't dump the trash and he's unappreciative of me. You get the picture, right? It's like sometimes our problems are just circular. And I always say, if one of you, if just one, will make the decision and choose to do the more excellent thing, and don't be so stubborn, and you could turn that situation around on a dime. You can. For instance, you want your husband to dump the trash. You have to ask him to dump the trash. Okay. Lovingly ask him to dump the trash. When he does dump the trash, let him know you appreciate it. Don't just act like as if about time you dump the trash, or why do I need to appreciate him just for dumping the trash? I'm telling you, if you just say thank you, I appreciate it, show some appreciation. Even if you did something nice for him, whatever, cook his favorite meal, I'll give him a back rub. I don't know, wink your eye at him, whatever it is. But something that lets him know that you really appreciate the fact that he dumped the trash without you having to ask. Then that will, in turn, like that positive feedback, would make him say, let me do this because I remember the response that I got last time I did it. Now, I'm not saying this always works, but it, for the most part, because human beings and human nature is a lot alike, and a lot of it is psychological and sociological. And if when you give positive feedback, it elicits positive actions and positive responses. And I know I'm using examples of the man doing stuff, but I'm saying men the same thing. If you say, maybe you say you wish your wife would look more attractive. Well, when she does, then just Tell her, just let her know how beautiful she's looking and how attractive she's looking, and how you love her new outfit, and how you love her new pedicure, her new manicure. I've heard of women who say that they can get a new outfit, a new hairdo, a manicure, pedicure, and not once does their husband show any appreciation or even any attention, or even act as if he even noticed. So men, it's also, it's reciprocity. You also got to give. So I just thought about that. Like I said, I'm not talking about these deep seated issues that need Jesus and some counseling. I'm talking about a lot of little frustrating things that occur in relationships, a lot of complaints that we have in relationship, and sometimes even bigger than just the trash, or and but we somebody has to get off the wheel. Somebody has to stop the circular motion. Because in relationships, like I say, I do this because he does this, and he does this because she does this, and someone has to decide, I'm going to change this. I want a different outcome. And you know what they say, it's insane to want to do the same thing but expect a different outcome. Well, someone has to do something different to elicit a positive change. Okay, I hope some of that made sense. All right, love y'all. Y'all be blessed.